Yeah, hello, good evening, my people. So let's continue from where we stopped. So let's take a look at this house. So this is a house I did in Port Harcourt, I think 2015. You can see this house, this particular house, has plan. Everything was planned. It has superior, genuine floor plan, building plan, roof plan, everything planned. The owner of this house, based in, I think he worked in one oil company in Ghana. So everything was planned for this house. This house have plan. So let's, for example, now you have this house. You have this house, and you don't have plan for this house. No plan. You just build it to this level using the normal bricklayer, and you have a site supervisor, as we call them. You have a site supervisor and bricklayer that you use on daily basis to build. So when it reach the roofing level now, you see this particular house now, this roof that befits this house, the normal height, the height they do for this house, the house that is planned for this house, is 21 feet. That is the height that you are seeing. So it's 21 feet. Let's say you are the one that built this house, but you didn't come up with any roof plan from the origin. So it now to reach a stage for roofing now. So you now want to use aluminum step ties. You want to use aluminum step ties. Now you call carpenter A to go to your site to give you a quotation of how many wood will cost to roof this house for step ties, how much your labor costs. So let's say that carpenter is not too experienced. He gave you, say, okay, from my own idea, from my own estimate, I want to estimate that, let me put the height to be 15 feet. And I'm going, normal poline spacing for step ties, it can be 400, 450, 460, 480. Even some people do poline for 500 for step ties. It will work. But the beauty, the stability, the durability, the maintenance level of this poline spacing depend on how short the poline spacing. I mean the distance between the poline spacing. If your poline spacing is high, is very very long, it will have problem. So the person that give you the person that want to use, he say, let me give you quotation for 15 feet height for this house, and I'm using poline spacing of 480 millimeter. That is the first carpenter you took there. So he give you your quotation. It's all the wood is buying, everything. He gave you 800. He gave you, he gave you 100 naira less, for example. With his labor cost, everything is 100 naira because he's buying lesser wood. His height is more lesser, and his poline spacing is more wider. So he's buying lesser 2x3, and he's buying the king post. He's buying lesser wood. Everything that he's buying is lesser. So you now take another carpenter, Mr. B there. You say, okay, I want to do my own woodwork. To be, let me use 19 feet, and I'm using poline spacing of 450. So that Mr. B wood that he will buy will be more than that of Mr. A. So his cost can be like that 150. You now take Mr. C there, Mr. C that know what he's doing, that have idea, that is experience. You say, okay, because this house is very wide, let's use height of 21 feet. let the pole line spacing be 400 so that it will come out beauty. He give you, this person now, that this Mr. C now will buy more wood, more 2x3 for the pole line spacing, more everything that is going to buy, more. So his own quotation is now going to like 210. Because man, this carpenter are giving me different quotation. You just pick that one that give you 100,000. You go and do this thing. When they now install the aluminum step ties, now everything now rough. We now see galloping everywhere. So now you see the more closer the pole line spacing, the more beautiful the sheet that will be laid on it. The more standard, the more durability, the more zero maintenance for the roof. The house that they use, the house that is the pole line spacing is 480, and the one that is 450, the same step ties, that of 400 will be more beautiful, more standard, more accurate, and that one will not have any maintenance in future. That one can never leak. But that one that have 80 will not be beautiful, and that one can leak. But the one that is 480 millimeter will cost you lesser. You can see it's not everything. Everything. It's not everything that will be cheaper. Everything. Not everything that will be cheaper. Now you are using some carpenter. They just do rough work and leave the site because they know that. I think you just want to see, let them erect wood. A work that's worth like 100,000. You just negotiate. You say let them accept 70,000. They just take it because they've done a work for like 3 months. They need money. The person that want to do a perfect work for you, that will cool down and do work, want to collect like 120, because that person is just how much thousand difference, how much thousand, maybe like 15,000 difference. You scared away that one. You pick the one that is lower. Your house will have problem. It is not, since you don't have a plan for it now, you need to sit down with your engineer, site engineer. Talk to your engineer. My engineer, how do we go about this thing? What do you want the height to be? What do you want pole line spacing to be? Let's advise this carpenter. This is what we will do. This is what we will do. You will result in good work. Not going for cheap every time. Everything is not everything. You can buy cheaper, you can buy China. If you don't have money for Italian ties, you can buy, nobody will see that one. But roof and pillar of a house, bro, spend money there. Roof is the beauty of a house. If your wood, it's not even the ties or the aluminum that bring the beauty, the woodwork especially. Buy good wood, buy solid wood, not bending wood. Some people will just be maxing. You use cheaper labor, you use cheaper wood, let them reduce this. According to what I say now, a step tie from 480 to 400 will work for step tie with the pole line. But 400 will be more beautiful than 450. The distance. It will lay. If you go see some house like this, very beautiful. Go and check the wood, the D under. You will see. It is not the roof that makes it beautiful. It is the woodwork. It is the woodwork that will bring the shape, the beauty of the roof out. So, some people will just call me. I'll be sleeping. They'll just call me, sir. I have 2 bedroom. How much can finish 2 bedroom flat? How much can roof it? It's not done like that. I'm not quack. If you will be asking those questions, be asking your engineer. Ask that engineer that you are paying on the site. You have an engineer in the site. Ask him, Oga, how much quantity of wood will do this house? How much quantity of aluminum? Ask all the quantity, the ridge, the recap, the gutter. Then come back to me. Tell me, sir, Mr. Niji, they say my house is using 400 square meter. The ridge is this. I'll be glad to give you quotation. But if you want me to help you, we are willing to help. But people are using us for granted these days. If you want estimates, I can't just be on my house. You give me estimate of 2-bedroom flat. It's not done like that. You can't get it. I need to visit your site. I'm going to your site. I'm spending money. You need to pay me transport fare. If you even like hard money to me, take this. But I'm not asking for that, because a lot of people that you give those things, it's not that they are coming back to you to buy. Majority will not come back. Somebody is in Port Harcourt is calling me to give him this thing. Another person will be later. They'll be telling you. Even person within Lagos will be telling you, I thought you have a branch in Ikorodu. I don't know the differences between Yanokwaja or Irele Koka and Ikorodu within Lagos. So let's go back now. So polar spacing and height is very, very important in woodwork, and those determine the level, the beauty, and the durability, and how your house, either your house will leak in future or it will not leak. It depends on the poline. So if your house is not having proof plan, if you take 100 carpenter, they will be giving you different quotation based on their height, based on the poline they want to use. They will be giving you different quantity of wood. That's why the price will be more higher. But you need to work with the one that you know this one know what is doing, so that it can deliver a perfect work for you, not pursuing lesser thing every time. So this house now have everything done. When we did this house, the house is 21 feet. Everything was planned. This is the house when they finish it. This is the Gateman house. You can see, very beautiful. You can see the house. This is the house. This is the Gateman house. This is the main house. Very beautiful. So this is some people will just call you. Actually, they don't really know what because they just saw a number on the internet. Maybe some people they are just starting the house from scrap safe. Because I'm not the builder. I'm not building. I can't give you advice on that one. They will be calling you, be asking questions. If you want to have question, ask your engineer. You are paying that engineer. That engineer should supply you everything. When you have quantity of what you want to buy, you can call me. I'll give you quotation. But if you want me to help you without that one, I need to go to your site. And going to your site will involve money. So let me show you some things. There is one man that, look at it. I think I gave him quotation around October 15, 2000. I gave him quotation. Yeah, I went to, in fact, before the quotation, this man has been involving me, asking me questions every time. Like he's giving those carpenter a lot of information. He's not giving them anything. So actually, I thought when we go to measure that house, that woodwork the distance is very, very far. I have told this man before, but I advise it is if you use 0.55 step long span, it will be perfect. So I gave him quotation of 0. He said he wants 0.55. I gave him quotation of 0.55. He collects it and he said, "Okay, Mr. Niyi, thanks, fantastic. I see you are welcome, sir." So at the end of the day, I waited. This man didn't even send me either he wants to buy or he's not even buying. So around October 31st, I sent him, I say hello, just checking. I want to write just checking on you with the quote. I say there will be hicks. There will be ache as country want to lock down again. So I the price of material is going up. I tell him that come and buy now, because this man gave me assurance he's going to buy. He gave me 100% assurance. I'm good. I attend to him very well. He must buy material from me. That's why, because I don't bother myself to fool. The person that will buy, God will push the person come. Some people one person bought material from me from Ibadan. The day he just finished woodwork, just call me. I finished my woodwork. Come and measure. And when we went to the site, it was perfect. We measure and the man paid money without even seeing me. And the second day we packed the material and finish. He was thanking me. Those are the people that don't give you stress and they still patronize you. It's not, maybe he has been following me, but I don't know. He has never called me one day. So look at my follow up with him. He didn't even reply. So December 12th, he now sent me a video. Hope you can see the video. He now say, "Mr. Niyi, I'm so sorry. about this job that my brother give it to somebody else, I promise you the second job you will definitely get that. Okay, please help me to check if this material they using is okay. How do you want me to talk that this material is not okay? I don't do like that now. I can't spoil another person's job. You are telling me now that your brother, is it your brother that contacted me? You are the one. I never know your brother. You are the one you are the owner of this house. You are the one that is contacted, but it's now your brother that I give it to because your brother gets a cheaper course. They now do a work that you to know that this work no suits you. You're not calling me to talk about this. No, I can't talk about it. You need to check it now. Check it yourself. Everybody, I think you see it. You see the long span. It's very good now. We'll find that. So let's go again. So it's not every time. It's not money, especially in roofing. Find time, check it. Find professional to do it for you. Spend money on your roof. You can minimize money with the tiles and other things inside the doors. You can buy American panel for the internal door. They will still serve you. Those ones are cheaper. But the roof and pillar. There's one house I did in Ibadan. That house, the owner of the house is in US. He was sending money home. He's sending money home very well too. But actually, the house don't have plan. He's just sending money, just building house. So when he finished, he will call me before he did. He wanted to use step tie himself. When the man called me that time, before he did the woodwork. So I advised him, the carpenter still go and do woodwork of long span there. So after he still say okay, he don't like long span. Now step ties he want to use. He's going to give them money to buy more wood to hire. So according to him, he said the carpenter didn't come. We waited about 1 month again. He now decided that let us use a long span like that. Look at the house. Oh shit. Yes, look at the house. Look at the house. You can see the house. So this house, what I want to deduce from this, we supply, this house is in Ibadan. We supply the aluminium long span. We did the installation. In fact, my boys never reached Lagos when this house collapsed. This house come down, meaning that the foundation, the pillar, and all this. In fact, the collapse. If some house collapse, you still see some pillar will rise up. You will see something from iron. This one, you thought they cut the pillar down, meaning that the foundation, the pillar are not well laid. And this man was saying, look at the house. I don't want to play the video now because of the eyes of the person that do the video. I don't want you to see anybody. I don't want trouble. But look at the house. Everything, the block pieces, all the pillar. Thank God my boys have left this height. They'll just say, you have killed somebody. The owner of the house will be in problem with government. Me too, I'll be running scatter. My boys die in the site. Just thank God for prayer. They left the site. They were not even up to Lagos when this house collapsed. And the roof, everything are still intact, meaning that the woodwork they do there is solid. And nothing happened to the roof. The roof is just the building only. So your pillar and your roof, spend money, spend time, find professional to do it for you. It's not every time cheaper things. I will not sell cheap things for you that will give you problem. Especially roof. Roof is the beauty of a house. Spend money on it. Do your solid woodwork. That's why I don't. If some people call me, I don't do, because those carpenters I know, they know how to do woodwork very well, and they will charge you. They are not roadside carpenters that because of their need work, they will just go and give you small. This one will charge you money, but the work they will deliver for you, it's a solid work. You don't be comparing them with one roadside carpenter. So it's not done like that. So find time. Spend money so that you have a successful work. Thank you very much for watching.